most dudes don't truly care about your past unless it's affecting this right here.
Right now. Welcome to another episode of Something for the People. This is your boy B Hunt, aka the Silent Prophet, along with my co-host Big Country.
What's good, people? How y'all doing?
You couldn't let the process be the process. And that's the frustrating part about it, is that's when that broken person goes to another person
And
creates another broken person.
What it do? Welcome to another episode of Something for the People. This is your boy B Hunt, aka the Silent Prophet, along with my co-host Big Country.
What's good, people?
We have you a pleasure. We got our producer.
What's good, y'all?
And of course, last but certainly not least by any measure, we have the lovely B Hall.
Hello.
Right.
Thank you guys for having me back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised.
Always welcome.
What? Surprise.
I am.
Oh, nah, she be getting ghost, though. She act like she don't know. She has to be quiet, and then I'm like, oh.
But she one of the favorites, though.
I know, but she be getting ghost. And like, she'll just disappear, and then she too busy flying everywhere.
Okay.
No. But now I can go remote, and I just found this out before we started recording. So I'm
We
like,
just started going remote. What was it like?
That's
A
why you gotta
month
get
or
with
two
me.
ago?
You know
I'm the one that's
you're the one.
Yeah,
does
I'm
all
the
right.
one.
So yeah, you put the blame on him.
Because it's been like, when was the last time I was here? Like a year or more?
Man, almost a year.
Almost.
No, almost a
Okay,
year.
I mean,
forever.
I wasn't a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know.
I wasn't producing.
I don't know what he talking about.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it's
that's
been a
true.
while.
It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you guys for having me back.
Cool beans. So, how a man treats you when he's mad, tell a lie.
Okay.
What is
The question was, hush.
Oh, my bad.
Anyways,
my bad.
so the question was, when a man is mad, how he treats you can tell a lot about how he feels about you. And the reason I bring this up is because there's a lot of people that say, oh, like, the way he treats you all the time is how he really feels. It's like, no. And I thought about this too, and there was this old picture on Facebook of this elderly, it was like a cartoonish one where it's an elderly couple sitting on a bench, and he pissed off at his wife, but he's holding an umbrella over her head so she doesn't get rain on her. But he still can't stand it, so he's facing this way. And I'm like, that is 100% true. It's like, no matter how I feel about you at this moment, because in a relationship, in a marriage, in anything, you won't piss me off. But I still want you to be...
That's a good man, Savannah.
Like,
That's a good man.
All I'm saying is, like, you get to a point where you're like, man, I can't stand her right now. But it's like, you know, you do all those things that you always do, even when you're mad. Yeah. I may not say nothing to you, but I'm going to do it.
Does this same thing go for women, though?
I don't know. That's a good question, you know?
You know, there's a woman in the room.
Yeah, we're going to ask her. Nah, it go for dudes. But
It go for
I
good
don't know.
dudes.
Good, because
Okay, not
If
all
he-
dudes.
if
I
he
would never
pissed
say
if he pissed at you, he don't hold that umbrella. If he a bad dude.
Yeah, but like
He ain't
even
shit.
like for example, I can't stand when you know it's gonna be cold outside, but you leave without a coat, and then I gotta get my jacket.
But
Now
she
I'm
trying
over
to
here in
look
my
cute for
feelings
you,
because
though.
I'm like, well, hell, I want it to be warm too.
Yeah, but you know that fit got to be straight, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And
the
if-
fit was for you.
Yeah. You know?
I don't know. Like,
That one's kind of hard to say because I bought my wife this what was it? This Michael Kors jacket, and I'm like, it looks sexy whether you have something to go with or don't. You can wear nothing underneath, and it's still gonna look sexy. So
yeah.
when you walk out this door, get that jacket, and we're gonna be good.
How about you get it for her? Just because. You already know.
Need anticipation,
You
bro.
already know the game.
You do realize, like, that gets to a point where I'm like, man, why I gotta think of everything?
I don't know if
That
it's
does get
thing-
You want to be
excessive.
cold or you want to be
Just keep you an extra jacket in the car.
Something. Either grab hers or you can.
Trunk hoodie.
Easy fix.
Or keep you a little throw in the back seat. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
saying?
like, oh,
Throw it over a
girl,
shoulder
here
or
you go,
something,
swoop.
I'm hearing some easy fixes here. You
Yeah.
got options.
I'm hearing what. Okay. So there's all these options for what I could do. When the option just be get your goddamn jacket.
That is one.
It is.
That is the best option. Because it's your jacket.
Ideal.
I bought it for you.
Look, Jeremy, you stepping into territory that men have tiptoed and avoided their whole lives. Like it's different. All right, look at this. Toilet seat up or toilet seat down, Jeremy?
It doesn't matter. Like, I'm going to be real with you. You can call it whatever you want. And I know I'm that good because ain't going to be no tripping in my house about it. But, which is our house, but I'm still going to say it's not. But you know exactly what I mean.
What do you mean by you're that good? What does that mean?
Cause
About putting it down?
Oh, no. I'm
Your
better
aim.
than the average man. So, you're not going to...
Oh, you think your aim is better than the average man?
Oh, not aim. Me
What are you
in
saying?
general is
Like,
better than the average man.
Jeremy
Like,
Okay, so
in
put the
comparison.
fucking seat down.
Because that's what a better man would do.
or you could pop. Oh, I'm good.
Because
If I forget to put the seat down, it shouldn't be an issue that the seat is down.
But I'm just saying, the reason I brought it up is because most men, like myself, I'm gonna get to you. I use the restroom. I'm like, she gonna say something. Put it down.
But you
And
notice
get back.
that what you said right there, she gonna say something. Or couldn't it just be, you know
Look
what?
before you sit.
He forgot.
But at 2 o'clock in the morning, when you have to go tinkle, you don't
It's
want to
still-
have to be dealt with the.
Well,
You're so
look like
used
you
to
gotta hop on in that shower. Though. It's okay.
I mean, because most of the time, if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, like she said, you're going to hear that, and then you're going to hear that, because you're going to hear that water splash. And now she's going to be looking crazy. She done fell in the
What
toilet.
did you do?
and then
now
she's
that's
going to be busting
your
at you.
So at 2 in the morning when you ain't thinking
what?
and all that other stuff,
She just
It's
going
gotta
to
be a
say
time frame. So we can make it even. It's like from 6 to 9 o'clock, you responsible to look before you sit. But 9 to 6.
Isn't it just easier just to put it down every time?
I mean, in my world, but in his world, it might not be. Now, from 9 o'clock to
Just
6 in the
train
morning,
yourself.
you just.
Yeah, in my world, it's easy to just put it down.
Because I don't
You know?
need.
at what point do we both get trained, or is it just I'm supposed to
What
be
would you like your
trained?
trainer on? Because you could train your way.
Oh, easy. I come in, my hey, go scratch my back. Don't ask one word. Just come over. Go on, we'll scratch my back.
So-
I'm gonna be happy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be like big
That's
kid at
easy.
Kmart.
That's very easy.
Like I'm gonna just lay on down. Like that's exactly what I needed. Don't ask me, do I need my back scratched? Just do it.
You just
do it.
need anticipation, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Customer service.
I'm just saying, there's all different types of things that you could do. Hey, you know, he like drinking a certain drink when he get home. Hey, I like strawberry lemonade. My wife know it. I buy it all the time. There's usually not 2 days that go by where I ain't got no strawberry lemonade. Hey, that strawberry lemonade low? You know what? I already know where he want it. I already know what he want. I got it for him.
Let me ask you this, though. Have you communicated those things before?
You ain't communicated the whole please put the seat down.
No,
that was
that's
just a
communicated.
you should know thing.
It's
No.
definitely communicated.
No,
I'm
no.
definitely
Hold up.
communicate
Your
that.
wife
That was
actually said you must
Yes,
put the
sir.
seat down.
Yes, sir.
Why is the seat
See,
up?
but I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna say this, man. My wife don't hold her tongue about nothing.
There you go.
Nothing. Not a thing. You know
Yeah, she good people.
her.
I'm just saying.
She don't hold her tongue about
She
nothing.
gonna tell you the truth.
I'm just
She
saying.
gonna let it
If
be
you can
known.
shoot from the hip, I can shoot from the hip.
She ain't shooting from no hip. She shooting straight ahead.
Yeah, the gun was drawn when she walked in the room. It ain't shooting from the hip. She's aiming.
She aiming straight. She don't pull no
Just so
punches.
you know.
So it's like I know what to do, and you know what I'm saying. And it's a need anticipation. It's been communicated, so that's why it's a little easier for me to navigate.
Have
The
you trained
seat,
your wife?
She know what I need, and I know what she needs.
the
Yeah,
seat
so-
though.
Yeah,
That.
bruh, it ain't never been a time at 2 o'clock in the morning she done fell in the toilet.
There you go.
My wife ain't never fell in the
But I'm
toilet.
just saying, like the seat is always down.
But this. Okay, most times I will put the seat down, But if I do forget, my wife don't. Oh my God, I fell in the toilet. I believe that's laziness. You didn't even check to make sure. You just.
Just to stay good.
I just took it down.
This is at 2 in the morning.
I'm not
Sometimes I gotta take a
lights
piss.
on.
If I cut on this light,
I'm not
if
turning
I
the
hit-
lights on. I'm trying to get back in the bed.
But
I'm
also,
barely open.
Nah, just
One
think
eye
about it like
cracked.
this. If I turn on the light, why you got the light on? So now the dude guy had the light off, but now he gotta be searching for the toilet, lift the seat up, piss in the dark. Hopefully his aim is on point.
I ain't gonna pee in the dark, man.
Oh, okay, well.
I refuse.
I pretty much know where all my stuff is, and we got
I can't do
nightlights everywhere. You know what I'm
I
saying?
need
So-
some light. I be like, look, you can't now. I'm all about comfort, okay? I want you comfortable, but at a certain point, like we've gone too far into depriving me of my comfort. My light gonna be on. I ain't gonna do that.
Are you closing the door to the room?
Yeah, I close the door,
Oh, okay.
but my light gonna be on. I'm not finna. What you mean?
Because my wife wakes up very easy for certain things. So if I do hit the light, even though the door is closed, that glare from underneath gonna wake her up. Then she gotta be at work at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
So in your word,
So
you sacrificed the seat down for the under door light. So you pee in the dark. I just put the seat down.
well, I got great aim though.
I ain't worried about my
I ain't
aim.
never pissed on the floor.
Man, I just walk in the restroom and just start trying to do graffiti with it. And then I turn the light back off and, be like, I couldn't see. I don't know. What?
You're childish.
That's real.
I'm just saying. But we never got to answer, do women...
You probably not getting no breakfast if I'm mad.
Understood.
Yeah.
It's a cold world out here.
It's gonna be a little different.
Yeah, you ever think as a dude, like, you always gotta be on your P's and Q's, but sometimes it just seems like the ladies get to
You're our protector.
slip off.
Yeah, you're our protector.
What did that do with rain? Like, oh my God.
You're protecting me from the rain. Hello.
First of all, what about protecting my stomach? What
You're
about...
supposed to nurture my
Yes.
stomach.
Like, what about my stomach in the morning? If I don't have no
Nurture
food
my
in the morning,
intestines.
now I'm going to be in my feelings.
grab your
And
grape.
I may snatch
Get your
up on these
It's
people
bananas
at my
right
job.
there. It's
I
bananas
really
right
will.
there.
Hey, well, I mean, you know what I'm
I
saying?
do prefer like fruit in the morning.
I can't say
Yeah.
nothing
You
about
prefer
it.
what?
Fruit
I'm
in the
just-
morning.
I normally have breakfast, so I can't agree with y'all.
Yeah.
No,
Keeping his wife happy. She not mad.
there's always that one. It's like, oh, no.
Oh, no. Quit being
I can't say that,
Nah,
bro.
we ain't never had that issue.
You know,
What about, nah, we ain't never had that
I don't know
issue.
what you're
What
talking
about,
I
nah,
can't say
what,
that.
huh? Nah, me,
we
never.
got some, but you know, I can't say that one. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Oh, okay.
Understood.
I guess so. So, basically, like, I gotta be on point all the time,
Yeah.
but it's okay for the ladies to fall off a little bit.
It's not
be on point
okay.
all the time, brother. It's just
What? Hold up. Be honest. Give me a time where you could honestly fall off and not be on point, and you don't have to hear about it.
I don't know.
I'm about to get back to you on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. So again,
You hit me with this question too. You know,
I'm just saying.
I got
Like,
to think.
I have to come back.
can you
gonna have to come
honestly
back to
say
me on
there's
that.
a point in time where it's like, as a dude, man, I was had off day and nobody said nothing. Like, oh, they just let you have that one off day and then you got back on the next day or a couple of hours later or whatever. That don't happen.
It depends on what you were off about, though. Like, was it something very minute that doesn't really matter, or was it like something major? And you should also communicate to your wife, like, I'm having a bad day, babe, and the wife should be understanding of that.
But see,
Again,
And she pick up.
we
you know,
compartmentalize what we
Exactly.
You know, so we ain't gonna say nothing. Most
yeah,
of the time.
because
Really?
if you come out and
In
just
most
say
cases.
some stuff like,
Well, I love to say I'm having a bad day. I would text like, today's
But-
not my day.
okay, honestly, you could say, I'm having a bad day. What is he going to do? Any way I can help you with that. Any way I can make you feel better. Anything
Not always.
like that.
Not always.
Okay.
You would hope so. Most
Now,
of the time.
okay, but for the majority point of the time, he does, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if he
time
having
out,
a bad day,
time out. I am single, by the way. But when I was in a relationship,
just so you know.
Okay, proceed.
Okay, so now when he having a bad day, did you let him slide or did you say something about it? Doesn't matter, whatever it is.
Obviously,
I'm a bit different in that sense because I will sweep my shit under the rug so that it doesn't affect his day.
Okay.
Or I would.
Okay.
But then we would never get it from under the rug, and that was a problem. Like, goddamn.
Okay.
My shit's still under the rug.
That's when she had all the stuff under the rug. He started tripping over the stuff under the rug.
Bubbled
up.
And now everybody's just falling.
Yeah, no. He ended up falling out of her life. Thus the single. It compounds.
Hey.
There you go.
Why do I feel like playing some cameo single life?
I cannot even disagree with that one.
It just happens like
It's
this.
a cold world out here.
It
It
is.
just fell right over. I told you it was down there. You didn't. Nigga fell down and
The
fell
light
over.
was off. He probably did.
The light was off.
Yes, it is.
See,
Gotta leave the light on for you.
Can't see. I don't do the dark. Is loyalty and consistency destroying relationships? Now, there was this lady on television, and she was describing to the little host man. She was like, he does the same thing all the time. If we go to the restaurant, I know what he gonna eat. If he choose a restaurant, I know where we going to eat. Shop at the same place, buy the same clothes. He's just extremely predictable. And she was upset. She was like,
the thread is gone.
yeah, how do I get him to do something different?
You choose the restaurant. That's
In my mind,
that would be great. Choose the restaurant.
let her choose the restaurant.
but my question was, when did being consistent and loyal, like,
Let me tell you why consistency is boring in relationship. Because it's boring in the relationship.
Simply put.
So, okay, hold up. So, hold up.
I know what position we're going to start with, what we're going to end with. I know when we're having sex, the time limit. Like, come on, this is boring.
Okay.
I just,
Consistency
Because I'm
can be
thinking
boring.
about something here. So, you're saying that consistency is boring, but isn't that what being faithful is?
that's all faithful is.
That's what I said can be. Consistency can be boring.
Because I'm like, don't get me wrong, and the reason I say is because you hear so many people try to turn the bad guy to be a good guy. Like, oh, he does all these spontaneous things, but he also cheat on you.
But
And
that's-
then he also does other stuff.
And like at a certain
It's
point,
messy.
you can't be upset with him because he's shown you from the beginning, like, this is in my nature. I
To
like
cheat or what?
no,
Or
I
the
like
consistent?
the new things. I like the shiny things. I change up all the time.
Mhm.
Like, in order for you to reach this level as far as the marriage and the key, like, I gotta like what I have. Like, I'm just the same way. If I go in the store, you know I'm gonna buy those type of pants.
Mm-hmm.
When I leave work, you know I'm going back home to that woman. That's the woman I chose.
Be
It's the
consistent
clothing
with that. Be
Like,
consistent with that.
I'm consistent, but I'm like,
Okay? Don't plan out our fun time.
and that's what I was
Shit.
trying to say. I was like, when I saw it on television, I was like, why don't she just stop trying to make that guy be everybody for her? Let him be her man because of his consistency, and she know when I come home, he gonna consistently pay the bills. He gonna consistently
How
watch
would you
the kids.
consistent
Let's
on
talk
that?
about
He
it.
gonna, he gonna
It's crazy.
consistently.
You want him to be consistent on certain things.
Yeah.
I want him to be consistently faithful. I want him to be consistently pay the bill. But I don't want him to pick the same food he like to eat.
No, I don't. I wouldn't have a problem with that one.
I just feel like you can eat whatever you want. If I eat this is what I eat. But I always be like, go find you a group of friends that y'all can be spontaneous with.
Yeah.
You go out. If you want to flip flop, go flip flop on the food.
Yeah, y'all go try some food that you ain't never
Yeah,
had.
go eat some calamari or something. Go eat some
Then
eel.
be disappointed.
Yeah.
You could have just had what you used to have.
I'm gonna go eat this chicken and mashed potatoes. I know it's good. I'm happy with it. You know,
In the same spot.
Same spot.
Mhm.
First of
I
all,
know the best
when
spot to get it from.
Yeah.
when I show up, they be like, you want that? I'm gonna be right with you. I don't even talk.
You know that's very bad because a lot of places I go, I don't know if people just recognize my face or I get the same thing. Like, at one point in time, I started trying to eat just straight healthy. Then come back 6 months later, they were like, hey, where you been, man? It's like, oh, we were missing you at the donut shop. They were like, oh, you want them 2 big jumbo pigs? Yeah. It's like, we got you.
My usual.
Yeah, get the usual.
My usual.
Because I'm consistent, but sometimes I'm like, I'll change it up to change basically the whole dynamic. But even when I come back, it's still
But mostly for men, we creatures of habit. Like,
Yeah,
it's like we stick to a regimen. Like we ain't gonna deviate very, very much.
We
that's how we
stick
know when
to
y'all
what
cheat.
work. Yeah, I mean, we stick to what work.
Yeah.
originally because we did that. What was that? About a year ago when you came on, like the whole women's intuition. I'm like, no, that's consistency. Because you know your man's consistent on this. Yeah. You know your man like this. You know your man do this. If he starts deviating from that, that raises red flags and that makes you go snooping. And maybe you find something. Not always, but sometimes you do. But that's because of consistency.
Yeah.
Because you know your man being this. No. First of all, hold up. You agree with me more than you agree with him.
True, but
he's more of the
think outside the box. Gotta.
I don't think outside the box. I just show people that there is life outside this box. Like we ain't gotta stay in here.
And that's true too.
That's all I'm saying. There's people out there outside the box living quite well. You know, a lot of space outside the box.
Yeah,
but how long have they been
outside of this wild? There's more than a divergence.
Yeah. What's going on? What's going on out there? Outside the box world.
But what was the other part? Consistency.
And loyalty.
Oh, loyalty. Because I was like, the loyalty. You know, most men have brand loyalty. Like,
yeah,
I like the clothes I like. I like the shoes I like.
You know for a fact, men. And I hate to say it like this. This may sound sexist. Men are more loyal than women. And what I mean by that, look at it like this. The barber you had, you asked any guy, you've been having that barber for a long time. Unless you had to move out of state. Or, man, that barber way too far away for me to get to him. I'm going to be at that barber's shop every 2 weeks, every month, whatever. That's what it is. It's like,
loyalty to your barber. Is that what you're saying?
The actual loyalty aspect is going back to the same thing. You still want the same thing. Like if you tell me what's my favorite food, what's my favorite cereal? And I say Captain Crunch. Best believe you go in my kitchen, what's going to be in there? Mm-hmm. It ain't going to be I wanted to try some other kind of... I'm like, no.
You don't get the same.
No, Captain Crunch is what that is.
Don't get me wrong. On a breakfast cereal, I was forced out because Waffle Crisp just disappeared one day. I know it is now.
Friends do this though. Like your favorite thing, they want to take it off the menu or something. Like
I told you where to go get that though.
I mean, I've gotten it now.
Oh, okay.
So, but I was saying, that's when I had to go and be like, now I gotta go out here and look for some other cereal, and I was like, this, that, the third. It just never hit the same.
You know what? She brings up a relevant point to it. It's like, okay, you shouldn't have this issue now that you're married, but we can talk about it. If you know my favorite thing is sex, why would you take it away? It's like if you know, because if you actually look up, part of the reason why most men don't want to get married is because sex becomes different. You get less of it when you have sex and when you get married. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of men out here like, I mean, I could be single
women too. We like sex too, Jeremy. The fuck?
Okay. This gets to that point where everybody always say, they're freaks until you meet And then you're like, oh, well, I don't know. Like, no, you said you want freak here now. It's like, when people be over here trying to tell you about, oh, they this and that and stuff.
Where did we get here?
Hey, we just took it there. I'm sorry, she
Well,
brought it
I
up.
said that brands will take away your favorite thing, and then I guess that popped in
Yes.
his head.
Okay.
And it's like your favorite thing. And if you hear the number one complaint from most men is you're not getting the certain thing that you want, but you were giving it.
It was finances. But...
Finances?
Yeah.
How many dudes actually complain about finances? Oh, my wife don't pay. No, that's the number one reason for
Because
divorce.
women typically initiate divorce, so
80% of the time, 85 if you're educated.
yeah. So, with that being said, yeah, finance is the main reason why divorce is happening.
But if men were to be,
yeah, men really just
sex.
decided one day, you know what, I'm gonna divorce her as soon as she say I ain't gonna have as much sex as I had when we was in the dating phase. Like we Trump, y'all.
yeah, because y'all get boring. It's too consistent.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. See, that's what I be saying. Consistency and loyalty.
I'm
Loyalty is an issue at times.
That's a
Just go
problem.
in there and throw up against the wall.
Because I had a friend that
Go in there
recently got
and show the
divorced.
boxing gloves. Like, you ready? What? I gotta be everybody for you.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta be
I
all.
mean, you do. Just like she has to be for you, no?
No, you
Oh,
can't, because you
That's
can't.
a lie.
Like, you can't be everybody. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I would like for you to though.
it sounds nice
Okay.
until you like, you know, you having certain issues and you like, I want to tell you about the guy I saw that I thought was cute, but I can't tell you about that
Oh.
because you technically my man, so I can't do that. So you can't be just
You can't
in the-
overshare with me.
Ex-
Like, yeah.
Nobody wants to be too overshared
I
with.
can't-
That's
Yeah,
that's weird.
Definitely,
So
definitely.
by default, if I can't give you everything,
I get
you
it.
can't be everything. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So I'll be like, damn it.
Definitely
You
like
gotta-
what you can share and can't share with your significant other.
So no, I don't want you to be everything. I want you to be. I want you to play your position. I want the quarterback to be the quarterback. I want the wife to be the wife.
But the cook and the nurturer and the gardener and
Well, she ain't got to be the gardener. You know, I ain't got a green thumb, but it's like yellowish maybe.
So,
But what I was saying was, I had a friend that was recently divorced because he no longer was giving her the sex that she wanted or needed, as often as she wanted and needed it,
So-
and it was boring to her.
now I got asked these couple of questions
Please,
though.
let's go.
A, was he cheating?
No, from what she knows, no.
Okay. B, was I'm trying to not get us in trouble.
You finna say was she a starfish?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, because she wanted it, like, and she was.
No. There's a difference between
and
I
she, like,
want it and
she
I'm
wants
going
different
to
shit. Oh, what?
do the like. There's different when you say, "Oh, this is what I want."
Mhm.
Are you going to do the things that you want? Like, you can't say you want me to be a porn star, but you don't want to be a porn star.
No.
with
And
me.
she didn't even want porn star. She just wanted to know that he was still attracted to her and still wanted her, and so she would do different sexy things to, get things started. But he still wasn't. He was untied all the time.
Okay. Did he work too much?
He had got a raise or promotion at the job. I
Did-
guess, like 2 years
was
before
that-
they divorced.
Was it stressful on him? Because I'm like, it's 1 of them 3. Either for a dude
I don't know,
just to be like, I don't
because
want
sex
you no
is
more.
a stress reliever. No, he didn't say it. She divorced him because he wouldn't give it to as much as she wanted.
I mean, because
I'm just saying it works both ways. Like, women like sex too. Is all I was saying.
and that's great, but I'm gonna say it like this: you know as well as I do. All men like sex. All men. And so if he don't want sex from you, if he ain't giving sex to you, if he either going through mental issues right now, he cheating, and yes, I will say, I'm sorry. It's like, you can't be like, oh, well, nah, we ain't gonna have sex for 9 months. It's like, 9 months? He going through something either here or somewhere out there.
Or he's addicted to porn.
Active.
I have had a friend that was addicted to porn.
No, that's bro.
But the only question I had was is like, if I'm addicted to porn, hey, we're gonna reenact this porn right now.
But you gotta remember, we had this conversation a couple of episodes ago. We are in the digital age.
Yeah.
Like, the real deal. You married? Hold up. You married? I got the real deal right here, but I'd rather watch that right there.
Yeah. You see, again, you are thinking with your logical brain. You're not thinking.
You need to find a way, get a deep fake, Nia Long, fam. Throw you some VR goggles on, and have your wife in there too, and she got goggles on with her Morris Chestnut.
I be cool with her. I'm like, well, I got Nia for the night. She got Morris. We good.
Why?
Because I'm about that life.
We in a different time now, bro. Like,
but for you,
everybody is. I mean, people are more detached from physical touch of other people nowadays. Like, it's not as. I mean, but
you know, black women are the least hugged of all the nationalities.
That's because
black women should have 4 hugs a day, by the way. So hug your wives.
Well,
and children.
my thing is, I'm very cautious about that because I don't want no issues, and I say this all the time from anybody. I'm a very touchy-feely kind of person, but in the last 10, 15 years, I'm backed up on that because I don't want no issues. I don't want no drama. I don't want you saying how appropriate.
Well, she talking about which hug your wife. That's what she was saying.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what she was saying.
Oh, okay. No, she said 4 hugs a day. I'm like,
but she was
random?
saying.
Or your family. You can hug your family members. I would not say go hug a random woman.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, come here. You need this.
Bring it in.
Not no church hug.
How many hugs have you had today?
Oh no, I definitely.
I got 2 for you.
Even friends now, it's like, I know it's
just as you
strictly
know she
platonic, but it's like
a butt cheek for just
church hug. I don't want no issues.
Yeah, but she was speaking more of hug your wife.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Hug your wife. 4 times. Yeah, but that's an interesting statistic.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
And I was like, oh my god, I don't get hugged a lot.
Well, you know.
But I even hug, like, I'll go hug my mom or I'll hug my kid or something. Like, you know, it don't have to be from a man, I'm just saying.
Oh, so they'll get hugs in general.
Hugs in general.
Well, I always play with people, talk about, hey, air hug. Just so you know.
No, because they need the physical touch. It's the physical touch thing. But we don't want it to turn into sex.
Right.
Just give me a nice hug.
Yeah.
That's all. Proceed. I mean, I just want to throw that fact in there real quick.
Even if it's the church side hood.
Yeah, I mean, I hit you with that one, but I always try.
But you know, if you hug your wife and she give you the church side hug, she might be like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna church side hug my wife, but I'm just saying, like, for example, like his wife, like I know, me and her are strictly platonic, like good friends. I just don't see myself just like, let me give you a hug. I'll be like,
not
what's
a real
good?
embrace.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I do it too. You know what I'm saying?
What's good with you? It's like,
that's my
and that's with everybody.
Yeah.
Because the only is our respect for one, but for 2 is just like, oh, okay, you know. Because I look at it more when you get that full on hug, it's more intimate.
But that's how he do my wife too. When they see you know what I'm saying, it's a respect thing. You know what I'm saying, and then it's that like you say, it's more intimate when it's kind of like frontal. Like, make you feel weird.
This is weird.
Yeah, you know. I feel it.
Because I'm like when B-Hall was coming up to us, I gave her a hug, but then I was like,
let me turn to the side.
Church that out.
Turn to the side.
Let me get that.
I don't want this to feel awkward.
It's like, you know what? We good.
I respect her. You know what I mean? Let me turn to the side. Respect, dog.
No issues, no
That's all.
But so we have determined that loyalty and consistency can loyalty and consistency be toxic to a relationship?
Oh,
like
toxic though.
Because I'm saying it's good. I said a while back. I said you drink too much water, it's toxic. Anything that you do in excess can be toxic.
Interesting.
So if I'm too consistent, like, is that really? Because like you said,
apparently for women, yes.
Yeah, if you show up in here.
Also, I'm Sagittarius and I'm very spontaneous, so I would never be with a man that is mundane like that. Like, it would really just
Like, I don't
I'm
know.
done.
I'm just curious. What is like?
So
Like everything
what
gotta
does-
be like
what-
every new
Not
day,
everything.
some new.
Not everything. Like you said, you can't get your fix from outside, not
Mhm.
sexually. You can get your fix from outside of your relationship too.
Yeah.
But if, like, when I brought up sex, if you're consistently doing it on the same day, every day, this amount of time, this position, like, that's gonna fucking
You
bore
really
me.
and you really playing it out like that?
I guess if they that consistent from
I mean, at that
some
point,
people do have to plan it.
I mean,
you know, some people like anal retentive, so they do everything the same way
Yeah.
over and over
I
and
could
over
never.
again. You know, like
The only thing I like consistent is for like my job. I know I have to be there at a certain time. I have to do certain tasks like those. But outside of work, I really like shit to be different. I'm trying different food at different restaurants. We're going to different
I try
restaurants.
certain
often.
foods, and then I'm like, if somebody told me, "Hey, bro,"
I'm trying to be like her. I'm trying to branch out and try different food
It's
now.
Like,
fun. It's a whole
but
job
that's
out
the thing
here.
is, I need somebody to tell me. I'm not just gonna randomly one day be like, "Oh man, let me get that."
Nah, my boy
Like goat eyes.
He know I'm the goat when it comes to being on
he,
the menu
he
and looking
just
up
picked
stuff.
the right
The
stuff.
lower hands. So you
Yeah,
know what you're
I
gonna
just pick up the menu and be like,
Oh, okay.
That one.
one.
And it always, I don't know, it's just always.
Oh, randomly
one.
selected.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Menu, I'm just
He
I
a
love
good
it. I love it.
I normally pick out something great.
You never know. You may fucking like it. You may not.
Well,
It's okay.
it all depends because I know my mom always says the same thing. She was like, "On your dime, we can eat whatever. I don't care. But on my dime, I'm going to where I know. I know where I like."
My husband gonna understand it's on his dime, and I'm trying to get it.
But I
And I
just be
might
like,
not like it.
but I feel like, because Lynn will hit me over there and be like, "Oh, she want to try this and try." I be like, "That's all fine." But whatever restaurant we go to, I'm
You
gonna
know
look
what
on
I'm going for.
that one item. All right, so
This guy
they got some
chicken.
chicken on it. They got some chicken right there. You see that?
Are you willing to try her dish, her new dish?
I will.
Okay.
I'm
But
gonna try off yours though.
Yeah.
because I what I
Cause I know
don't,
what I like.
what I would hate is I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna try this new thing." It come out, it's terrible, and I'm like, now I'm still hungry,
And now he got a problem.
and now I gotta get his back. And like, no, let me just get what I know.
Yeah.
You know, I'll try a new dessert,
Okay.
but the food I need to eat
You
first.
need that entree to be, yeah.
This gotta be what I
You
want.
need to be spot on.
This gotta be what I want.
Understood. I
Understood.
don't know if it's toxic, but
I don't know. No questions. So are we gonna jump into You Won't Believe This? Or,
Oh, did you want to talk about the whole
Oh, can you say no?
Yeah.
So before we
I
jump
can't
on
wait to see
camera,
the comments on this one.
before we jump
Jeremy.
into this,
I'm okay with.
we had a conversation, a little dialogue, saying, can a man say no to a woman in a sexual way, like no to a woman, and there
To
be
his
no
woman, though.
to his woman? Because I'm sure
That's
you said no
different.
to a stranger, they'd be
That's
like,
fine.
okay, that's fine.
No, you can't do that neither.
What?
Huh?
Oh.
You remember I was called gay?
Oh,
Oh.
but you was in Louisiana. For those of you who don't know, I haven't seen the episode prior. This man, if he goes to Louisiana, it's like I don't know what he did in that city,
In that state.
in that state.
You just
He's the
No,
man.
like literally, I told him he got the money. Because I'll be honest, I was in between paychecks. I had like $400 to my name. Had to give like $275 to one of our partners for the room and all that stuff for the weekend and all that stuff.
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, my money limited. I don't even like the strip club. I hate it because I don't like seeing something I can't have. It's like I'm the type that if I see it, you gonna show me that? Okay, let's go do what we gonna do.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's no use in me going to the strip club. But they wanted to go to the strip club. We go to the strip club and everything, and it got so bad. One of the dudes that we were with, he gonna tell me, and he gonna tell the stripper, "Oh man, he broke anyway." I'm like, "Dang, bro."
Yeah,
That's fine.
but that's what the stripper said.
Oh,
That's
the boss
fine.
said it.
No,
Oh, strip. Wait.
one of the guys who was with on the trip said, because he wasn't getting no play at the time, he was like, he broke anyway.
Yeah.
And the stripper's like, okay, like,
Yeah.
see, that's fine. she was not worried about. She just wanted him, but it wasn't just one. That's the problem. It was like 3 and 4 of them just wanted him.
It was weird, but it was funny.
Were they colorists? Did they want the light skin out the group? Or?
No, we had light skinned people in the group. They specifically like honed
Not that
in.
aura.
And
Women like broke men too.
I'm not.
Broke men have a good day, I heard.
Hold up.
I heard.
I'm not broke. I'm not broke.
I ain't gonna find out.
I'm just saying. I'm not broke. But
That then, we're talking about that.
okay.
Then,
At that point in time, it was like, hey, rent just got paid here, and like after rent get paid, bruh,
yeah,
it's kind of tight.
I mean,
Back then, now it's good, but no, I was just saying, like I said, no. Stripper gonna put her head in my lap and then do a handstand, put butt cheeks on me, and I push her down. Then she called me gay. And I'm like, I'm good. They got the money. Go there. Then me and him just decide, you know what? We're going to get up and go.
Yeah, it's gonna hit Popeyes.
So you can't.
Everybody go to Popeyes in the boot.
Yes.
Because it's the what? It's like,
everybody.
you gotta
have
go.
to.
Right there. What were we? Right by Bourbon Street.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, y'all in New Orleans. That's
Yeah.
But see, that never mind. I'm not going to say nothing else. Continue.
But the thing is, just saying no. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. It's no disrespect or anything. It's not that I was trying to be like, oh, I'm better than the stripper or anything like that. It was just like, no, I'm good right now. Because I'm like, at that point in time, dating my girlfriend, and I'm like, man, I'm one of those, hey, if we get to this point, hey, it's too late. I'm sorry afterwards, but that's why I don't like getting to a certain point, because I know at that point,
Ain't no turning back.
and it's just gonna happen.
So she decides to call you gay.
Yeah.
No.
She
One called me
Did
gay.
she want to give you free vagina?
Yeah.
Wow.
She was really
What kind of
adamant.
shit was this?
And like I'm just saying. And then when I first got in there, the first one, she grabbed me and she was like, "Oh, you mine for the night?" I'm like, "I'm good." And then everybody go upstairs and everything. She asked me, "Do I want to go back to the room?" I'm like, "Oh, no, I'm good. You know, they got all the money over there." I didn't ask for no money. I'm like,
Interesting.
It's a different feeling. I ain't never got chose like
and
that.
like I said, witness. And I
Never
and
see that
the
type
other
of
hater, if he was here, he was a witness too. And I'm like, all I said was no.
Is this dude still cool with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was a
That was shady.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what he wanted to do.
I mean,
I was like, I guess so.
I can't
And then I had
hate on
another
my
friend
circle
over
like
here.
that, you know
Do
what I'm
it,
saying?
bro. Do it.
I'm not-
Like, you know, you have the little devils on the shoulder. You have one over here, like, you good, bro. Yeah, just chill out. We good. This is one. The other one over on my shoulder. Do it. Just, hey, nobody gotta know. I'm like,
Nah, fam.
bruh, come on.
Are you was the voice of reason at least?
I was more
Yeah,
Okay.
he was the voice of reason. The other one was literally.
Let's go Popeyes.
Chicken, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It is.
We gonna get a piece, just not that one. We gonna get
Yeah,
a piece,
yeah,
just not
man.
that.
Back to the subject. The fact that I say that men can't say no is because there's
Without
always
repercussion.
without any kind of repercussion. That means you can't, because if your wife told you no right now, you'd be like, oh well, either I'm gonna go Wu-Tang Clan. It's like, hey, we're going.
What the fuck?
Oh, Dave Chappelle, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to mess with.
That's what he did?
Yeah, but
I've never
Either-
heard it. I saw him live. I don't remember that.
so either A, it's gonna be one of Pamela nights, or B, like, you know what? I'll catch you in the morning, or tomorrow. Let's see how this work out.
Got the rain check out there.
Yeah, it's a rain check. But I'm just saying, for most women, you can't give a rain check.
Why not? Y'all have lives too. Y'all have hormones too. Y'all have shit going on with y'all. Y'all stressed from being a protector all day.
Because as a man, most of the time, nobody want to hear that crap.
Hey.
No, you know as well as I do. Nobody want to
I don't know that.
Yes, you do. Like,
It's true.
right now, if, let's say you're in a relationship, you and a man living together, and your lights get cut off. Is there anything he could say that make it okay that them lights got cut off?
He'll be like,
okay, if you saw an eviction notice on your door, is there anything he could actually say that's gonna make Okay,
we're talking about sex.
But that's what I'm saying. With men, basically everything we do, I don't give a crap what you say. You're gonna get that backlash.
No.
And your mouth is backlash
because he's worried about that mortgage and those lights getting turned off. He could be tired and stressed from that to where he doesn't want to have sex that night. It's okay.
And that is very plausible, very true. Most people ain't doing that. Most people. I ain't say all, because there's always outliers. There's always someone out there that does understand. But most women ain't understanding. Like, you gonna over
shitting on us.
Hey, I don't. I just tell the truth.
So shitting on us.
Tell the truth, shame the devil. That's all I'm saying. I do believe that, women are the best thing out there.
I mean,
they really are. Honestly, I'm sorry.
What's
I think.
better?
Huh?
What's better than a woman?
My peace.
You don't want to
My peace. Just
that.
be me alone by myself. Sometimes I be like, baby, look, I love you. But when I'm ready to just be in my space.
And she was like, I can't wait till he leave to go to work, and I can't stand when he come home. I said, Granny. She was like, I'm being honest.
Sometimes I just
because she likes her peace. She wants her peace.
Sometimes you just, I be like,
sometimes you do need that time.
I just need a reset. But
that was mean.
But
again, this is why I'm single too.
Understand?
I like her. She's peaceful.
I see that person in the mirror. I be like, oh my, you still here?
Nobody's more dope than me.
I'm with me on time. But there is a growing term on the internet called hoflation. And they say that...
Explain, sir.
So, from the time of our great-grandmothers and all that, they said that women brought a certain level of value. And they didn't demand such a high price. Like, gotta go to work, do his thing, you know what I'm saying? And long as he coming home, he good. Now, it's been inflated, so now you need to bring me home, fly me to buy me clothes, do. But they say that the value of the woman has actually dropped significantly.
Interesting. Significantly.
Yeah. So they say they used to like the like.
No, I ain't saying that. I ain't say that.
No, but that's what they say. They say women, as far, because when you start to take into account what all used to take place. Now I can understand the whole. They used to sew your clothes and stuff. Okay, yeah, we should get rid of that. Why?
And tend to the farm and all those children you wanted to help tend to the farm.
It was so much that they had to do. It was a lot. So I'm like, at a certain point, it had to level out. But eventually we reached that level point where the expectation is the man's going to go to work, he's going to get this money, he's going to bring this money home, she's going to spend it where it needs to be spent. And she going to tend to the home, watch the kids, and, they're going to make it work. So everybody had reached that equilibrium.
Okay.
Eventually, it was like, well, now I ain't going to be watching these kids as much, fam. Now, look, you ate twice.
You got to wash the dishes.
You ate twice this week. I cooked. You ate twice this week, bro. Stop asking. You know what? I ain't got to cook. I ain't no slave. And then eventually it just dropped down to buy me stuff or leave me alone. And that's what they believe hoflation is. Like, the price for women is...
Well, I could understand that to a certain extent because now the woman is outside of the home. She's making her own.
Right.
So, I could see it. I could understand why they're saying that. To a certain extent.
Okay.
But as a woman that does like nice things, and it is a requirement, I could do those things for myself too.
And
so,
that's also...
Great.
But that's also...
That's
like,
why I was like,
it
I don't want to
compounds on
either.
it compounds on the problem. It's like,
It's like, let's-
okay, especially for black men, because
why black
our
people?
women. Well, I'll tell you, our our women typically make around, if not more than what we make. And when it comes to education, typically black women are more educated than black men. Granted, I do have a college degree. College degrees going around. However, you go meet a black woman on the street, the likelihood that she's reached some secondary or higher level education is very high.
Okay.
So, when you tell me, well, I can buy it for myself, I'm like, I know that.
So do you want me or not?
But if he wants
You
you,
want to come into this?
it's
This is what
like,
I got.
okay, so you already bought yourself the purse and the bag. Like,
There's a lot more.
do I
out
need to go
there.
buy a bigger bag?
Yeah.
And if so,
In a
you
different
make,
color.
yeah, you make more than me, so now I gotta buy the bigger bag in the different color, and the it just don't equal
It
out.
doesn't have to be bigger. It doesn't have to be better. But you do have to put forth the effort that you're willing to give her the things that she enjoys.
Now,
Because she wants to give you things that you enjoy.
if
In this
that is
partnership.
true,
In this partnership.
And it's first,
Now,
but does she
I would
wanna
say
pick
it like
it up?
this: if she is giving me the things that I want, as a man, I shouldn't have an issue giving you the things you want. But
Absolutely.
sex comes with the relationship.
Okay.
So you can't use.
We're in agreement on this, Jeremy.
Thank you. So it comes with the relationship. That don't mean, oh, I gave you sex, so you gotta give me the bag. No.
Mm-hmm.
That's like one of the big issues.
No, that's more like sugar daddy situation
Yeah.
that you're talking about.
And that's what I'm saying is because some people look at it more as a transaction versus, hey, we in this together, we building together. Like, for example, if I see my wife wants something, or my wife has said she likes this and she likes that, mental note, hey, let me go try to get that. Let me get that. Let me surprise her with this, surprise her with that. I want her to have these things just because you with me.
Absolutely.
But in a lot of cases that I've seen, it's not really that. It's more, you should do this because my time is valuable. Your time ain't worth me spending this bag that doing these kind of things for you. It's, hey, we in this together, so of course you should get all the benefits I get. Like, if I have some, I want you to have them benefits.
Yes.
But that,
Well, I just feel like those women aren't relationship type then if it's always negotiating.
but
Like, I give you this and you do this. I do this. No.
Yeah,
No.
and I think it's more so like in the aspect in which you speaking of is if we're doing things for each other, those relationships are more so moving towards people being together. And the transactional ones is basically like the one-offs. You know what I'm saying? They not really just they looking for something out of something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's basically
There's men that do that too as well.
Yeah,
of course.
and I agree that there's men that do it too.
So
But
let them pair up.
But the issue with that becomes is when you get that transactional issue, now all of a sudden they hold that as, oh, we were in a relationship, and this person did this,
But
this
people
person
like
only
that,
wanted this.
The mainstream has made that popular. So,
Yeah.
Now it's hard to separate the two. You can't really just look like we know the truth, but when you look at it from our phone perspective and what we see going down all the time, everything is a transaction. Everything is a streamline. I'm going to give you this, or I'm going to give you this 20K that we talked about last week, and I'm going to give you a spot on my couch. It's a streamline. It's the least amount of effort for the maximum amount of
Product.
the product. Yeah, it's a good for a service. That's how everything is starting to turn into on that side.
But if you notice with that is why relationships, it's more likely for you to break up than stay together. In marriage and relationships and all of it. Why? Because somebody always wants to give piss poor effort, whether it's man or woman.
If it's popular, if it's being popular, if it's put out there in the front, why not do it?
Yeah. I just feel like
The only reason
people are deviating away from morals and values and going more along with trends.
Ugh.
Yeah.
You know,
I hate trends.
I mean, but that's the truth.
That's true.
People are just getting away from what values and morals were. Like, we know what right and wrong is.
Yeah.
But we're going to deviate away from that and just go along with what's trendy. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and get this bag. I don't care about how this person feels.
Right.
I don't care if I step on their feelings. I don't care if I break their heart. I'm going to get what I'm going to get out of it. Because it's a trend. It's cool. It's popular. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how people are moving nowadays.
Yeah.
And that's why you always hear a lot of people complaining. It's like, oh, you gonna complain about well, I couldn't find it. Well, maybe if you found the right man or the right woman instead of trying to go by, she got the fattest booty, so I gotta be with her.
And then a lot of times, man, people don't want to deal with themselves. If we just keeping it a book.
Yeah.
A lot of times, people got a lot of underlying issues, and they don't want to deal with themselves.
Yeah.
That's why I think I'm dope, bro.
Exactly.
I mean, but you should always think you are that.
Yeah.
Some people.
I'm like, I don't care if everybody in this room say, man, Jeremy, you ugly as hell. I'm gonna be like, your mama like me though.
Yeah.
But
But
even just an ugly thing or pretty thing, it's more like
But
your
even
personality,
confidence,
like who you are as a person,
all
your
that.
character, like that's
Yes.
more important.
And that's
Yeah.
very true. But most when I see people in daily life, like I try to mentor younger people, try to give them a little game, but they so confused because they watch social media so much that it's like
they following the trend. They don't know who they are.
They don't know who they are.
like almost everybody like I'm like I don't knock nobody that your preference is the opposite or the same sex, but like I know a lot of young people are gay for fad or a lesbian for fad. Like, I didn't really like this, but since everybody else is doing it right now, I'm gonna do it too.
I
This is
mean,
wild.
And I'm like,
they follow the crowd.
weird.
There's no individuality anymore. Like they don't know how to be them because one, either their parents aren't nurturing the fact that they're an individual and they're this person. You know, you got people that you say, hey, you smart, you this, you're courageous, you're intellectual, you're this. Parents ain't at home teaching their kids that no more. They sending them to school and hoping that the teacher gonna tell them that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all know firsthand. You know, y'all have become more kids' parents than the parents at home.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a different world now. It's not the same one that we grew up in. It's not the one that's telling us. It's not the one that's telling
that's gonna
us.
keep me single forever.
It's not the one that's telling us we could be anything that we wanted to be.
Yeah.
It's the one that's telling them, go ahead and make this video and you gonna go viral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the one that's telling them that the number one thing they want to be is an influencer and not an engineer.
Yeah. That's just like the people who were doing the crate challenge.
Crate, Tide Pod,
You know what I'm saying?
NyQuil
Y'all see the
chicken.
Benadryl one that just
It's
a
Benadryl.
kid just died. He took 12 to 14 pills because it was a challenge.
The
and he
ones that
died.
was soaking the NyQuil in the
In the
chicken.
chicken, NyQuil chicken.
Yeah.
Wait,
You
what?
soak the chicken in NyQuil overnight. Then you take it out, you cook it.
Again, kids are following trends because they want to
That
be
sounds
the
disgusting.
next biggest
And
thing.
it's also deadly.
Yeah, on top of
very
that.
deadly. Because you can't ingest that much
Exactly.
NyQuil. You just can't. It's when logic goes out the window.
Yeah, absolutely.
Again, that's what goes back to that whole your truth. If your truth is a lie, it's a lie. It's not the truth. There's the truth, then there's your truth. Your truth could possibly be the truth, but it from your perspective. Now, some people, their truth is so jacked up, but they still hide behind, that's my truth. That's like, if for example, back in the day, I'm like, I knew where I was. I knew I wasn't looking for no relationship. I know where I am, and I'm cool with that. I wouldn't care if you said that, your mama said it, your cousin said it. I said, okay, it is.
Yep.
But I'm not going to say, oh, no, that's not true about me.
It's very true.
It's very true. Now, what I try to be today is different from what I used to be. I'm trying to live the truth instead of saying my truth.
Amen.
we're going to jump into You Won't Believe This, and it is brought to you by.
As always, let's shout out my beautiful wife. Love you, baby. Check out Yanni Like Mine, Traces Like Mine, and Wasted Desires. Wasted Desires, you could go wastedDesires.com. They have waist beads, anklets, bracelets, thigh chains, all those good different things. Yanni Like Mine, ladies, please take care of it. It doesn't take care of itself. And Traces Like Mine, this is a black product for black women, by black women, by a black woman to help black women.
Tyler Bailey, Luxury Clothes by Luxury Guy. Cousin Mike, they call him, Wiggles. He's wiggling in these game spaces, but it's State of Being. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He do a podcast. You should check him out. SOB. If you don't like what he's saying today, check him out tomorrow. And also, as always, I like to shout out my podcast. We should state some.
Wow, bro.
Something for the people. So if you're out there in the podcast world listening to this on the audio side, go ahead, hit that plus, put us in your little podcast playlist, and we're gonna be coming to you with this high level of consistency. And if you're in the YouTube world and you finding it hard to find us for some odd reason, although technically you would have found us already, but keep in mind this is hypothetical. If you would like to do this subscription thing, go ahead and at the end of something, the number 4 DA people type podcast right at the end of that. It's gonna reduce those search results, bring you right into us. Like, share, comment, and if you're gonna leave a star review, 5 is what I like. If you gotta leave less than 5, I just be like, it's like that person at the party. They be like, "Oh man, I don't like the music." It's another party, fam. You can just go to that one. I'm not even gonna hate. No drinks for me.
Follow me on Instagram at KidDeal24. Also, go to fan base. We're trying to build that fan base up. I be trying to. Yeah, we on fan base. So y'all go ahead over to fan base. Something for the people. And on the podcast side, like he said, leave that 5-star. But if you want to leave less than 5, just don't leave nothing.
It's all right. It's okay.
I would agree.
Anybody want to show some love to?
No.
Understood.
All right.
Thank you for having
Cold
me.
blood.
Some for the people. That's it.
Okay, cool beans. Let me jump into it. All right. I'm gonna murder this name, but it's okay. Soccer player Achraf Hakimi. You know who you are. Transferred everything into his mom's name before he got a divorce from his wife so that she can't get all of his wealth.
He makes like $1 million. He makes like $1 million a year, every year. And the thing is, he transferred everything he owns to his mom. And then
I heard it was before he got married, though. Was that not true?
yes, it was before he got married, but he transferred all to his mom. But his mom was giving him all the money and stuff.
Right.
So then, once he got married and everything, him and his wife were doing good. Then they ended up splitting up. She tried to get half. He was like,
I ain't got nothing.
I ain't got nothing to give you. And I was like, I'm not lying. I know this sounds messed up because it depends on how this happened, how you do it. This is genius.
Yeah.
I think it is extremely smart because now, don't get me wrong. If we build an empire together, I believe you deserve half that empire because we built it. But you got in on the good foot when things were going good and you thought,
Good foot.
yeah, it's like, I'm just saying, you just thought you were going to get half my everything, but now you're over here looking like a fool because it's like, oh, well, I deserve half. Well, I only got like $1.25 in my name.
So 75 cents.
It's just like,
All yours, baby.
You know what? I don't even, you know what? Because I care about you so much, I'm going to give you a whole thing.
$1.25.
$1.25.
And then I'm gonna turn around and ask, Can you give me an Uber? So I can- you just took my bus money out.
I must have been listening to the big timers or something.
Yeah.
Oh, for
What?
sure.
I put everything in my mama.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man, hey, I forgot about that.
When your
one.
mama can serve as the prenup, bro, like you can't beat this.
The only reason I say it is because there's way too many people juicing people. Is like, oh, well, I'm gonna get married to you, but I know what I'm going to do. I'm getting that.
How
I'm
long were they
getting.
married?
I think they were married like 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years for half of what he worth.
I still be.
He got a lot of money.
Hey, I
How many
respect.
children?
I don't think they had any children.
Oh, well then.
Then why you looking for half? Just go back out.
Yeah.
You know why she looking for half?
We know, but
Because he was a come up.
And but that's the thing I be talking about. It's like whether it's a man or a woman, if you using somebody for a come up, I don't believe you deserve anything.
right.
I agree.
Like now, like the groupies be over there trying to get pregnant, all that extra stuff. I'm like, hold up. You knew exactly what. Oh, this wasn't no oops. It was an accident. This was I'm trying to win, and for you to try to win that way, I'm like that is trash.
Yeah, that is trash. I'm still trying to figure out. So, if a guy and a woman are getting divorced and there are kids involved, right?
Mhm.
They both go in the courtroom and they be like, well, we're going to award the kids to the wife, right? What if the guy just say, so who you awarding to? Because I identify as a woman. I identify
Oh
as the
my
wife.
gosh. I did not see this turn coming.
Hey, I mean, I'm
I just
saying,
want to know.
This was
So I be like,
no, because in a lot of states, unless she is a unfit mother,
Yeah.
she get the kids for the most majority.
but
part.
I would just be like, I identify. So you can't tell, you ain't gonna give her these kids on the ground that she a woman, because I'm a woman now.
And then that was just like when we were talking about
Wow.
the mother that actually had mental issues and killed the son. Like
They awarded the children to her even though they knew she had
Yeah.
mental issues. Oh.
Well known, documented.
it was known, documented, and everything. And she was off her meds, and she shot her son. The father is broken down because everybody was like, "Man, he really loves his son." And I'm like, "Man, that's some like that make you want to fight somebody."
Yeah.
It's like, don't get me wrong. I believe that the children should be in both their parents' life if they're both fit parents. But I do not believe that because of your sex makes you a better parent.
But you keep neglecting the golden age that we apparently live in to where I can force my reality on anybody, bro. If I walk in here and I tell this judge, I am the wife, he can't say I am not. Okay? Or is counsel culture on this judge?
Well, there must be some other types of stipulations or something if that does happen.
I mean, but
It's not, okay, now we have two women because there are same-sex marriages, so you do
True.
have two mothers in some instances or two husbands or whatever. So then it comes down to mental, financial, and it might just be like a 50-50 thing. Like you get the kid 50% of the time, I get the kid 50% of the time. Y'all gotta work it out as parents.
And I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I just feel like if you gonna go in there, Donald Trump showed us a lot, man. He showed us. Play these loopholes, man. They gonna give them to you, use them. What's the point in that?
Are you gonna dress up
Huh?
in women's clothing when you go into court?
If I had
For
went
my
to that
kids?
point, I'm gonna commit 100%. I'm like, look,
I'm just saying.
you're
for
not
my
finna
kids,
win. You're not finna
Do
win.
they normally see? I don't know that. Do they normally just award
Yes.
full custody, not even
Well, it's not.
50%
Well,
or shared?
most times, unless the father is making substantial amount more than the mother, more than likely they're going to award it to the mother, unless she
Like
is
full custody?
not real. It's like how it's set up in the state of Texas is like she you get the kids on weekends. She gets and I know this from from somebody very close to me getting screwed over this way because when the judge give you that legal paper, unless you fight, like the legal paper state, she get the kid 5 days out of the way. You get the kids 2 days. You get them at every other holiday and stuff like that. And I'm like,
But get them on birthday.
yeah, and I'm like, how is that fair? Like, and for somebody to say, oh, well, you should have fought harder, it's like, there's only so much you could fight before you really start fighting. Like, you can't be, like, if me and you are opposite interpaths, where you're not going back down, I'm not going back down, and we're going to keep going at this, one or two things going to happen. You going to attack me? Or I'm going to attack you, or say, my bad. Or one of us is going to say, F it, and then just leave. That's basically what happens.
Yep.
So my thing is if we talk about we are fair and just society, let's be fair, let's be just.
But we're not.
We're definitely not.
We're not.
You know, this is black people.
We're not. we that's just something that they like to put on.
It
Sound good.
Yeah,
It sounds
it sounds good. I'm glad y'all both said that again. We're gonna lob that up there.
There you go. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna?
But the guy is worth $70 million in cash. He has other properties and cars and stuff as well. And then another thing that I found that was interesting: if something happens to his mama, the money is split between him and his two siblings.
Interesting, because it's technically hers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an interesting.
I wonder once the divorce is settled, will he take it all out of her name?
I would.
Because you don't want to stay with your siblings, possibly.
I mean, but like, unless you got some trash siblings.
I got 70 million fam. They like, oh, your sister gonna get 25, your brother gonna get 25. All right, I'll live.
No, 33.3.
Oh, 33.3.
Oh,
okay with me.
But see, you like your siblings.
Yeah, that's true too.
Now, if I got,
But no.
I'm just saying.
You know, you like your siblings, but some people don't have siblings that they like.
But what if
Okay, then, hey, mama, hey, stipulation. Don't put in, hey.
Don't put it
I'm
on.
the beneficiary.
Yeah.
You give him like
I
a meal
feel
or two.
you, but you know, but it's just the way that his is set up. It's going to be split between.
I know, but I'm pretty sure he had his mom set it up that way.
Right.
Because he was like, hey, just in case something does happen, mama, you know what? Make sure everybody, my siblings and I are taken care of. We good. But I'm pretty sure he already getting all the cash. Like, man, even if I get 33 million, where am I going to spend 33? If you spend 33 million, you are trash at finance.
He makes $215,000 a day.
I know.
I would just be like, at this point, why?
So,
like, okay, you got your 33.3 million. Cool, bro.
No, not that sibling is trash, and we haven't talked in years. Like, no, you're not getting that.
But I'm pretty sure he told it. If I let my mama have all this money, I'm pretty sure I told my mom, hey, this is how we're gonna set it up.
Mm-hmm.
And mama was cool with that. Because I was cool with that. Now, if I'm like, me and my brother, I can't stand him. I hate everything about him. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be like, hey, mama, I'm going to give you all this money. Oh, okay, well, I'm going to split it between y'all equally. I'm going to go to daddy. I'm going to ask daddy, hey, daddy, here's what I need you to do.
But the legal structure she put in place was when he was like 17, 18.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the legal stuff was put into place when he wasn't really paying attention to it.
So his mama's still looking out, saving from this.
Yeah, so she was looking out.
She a real one.
She already knew he was gonna be something.
Yeah.
So she was like,
She was like, hey, I ain't gonna let nobody get my baby. Honestly, I'm gonna be real. I think a lot of these black mothers need to start doing this. Like,
on the football?
Yes.
Basketball too.
Football, basketball, all that kind of stuff. I ain't gonna let nobody get my baby like that.
You know who? See, y'all ain't mentioning the sport that make the most.
Baseball.
Go.
They gotta buy a baby some bats first. That's be the problem. They don't want to buy the bats and the catching.
It away from baseball though.
Yeah.
You know, but that's who's swinging for the fences for
Yeah.
real.
They making a killing.
Yeah. Understood. Black ladies are scared about the Freaknik documentary coming out, and they're asking, are they going to put out a Girls Gone Wild documentary?
I thought they already did, or no?
Nah, documentary.
Oh, okay.
First of all, Girls Gone Wild is already a documentary. She did it on tape.
But
It's already recorded.
And they know they're recorded.
Let's be real. Most of the stuff in Freaknik, you knew it was recorded.
It's
Like,
recorded, but at the same time, you didn't think they was gonna mass produce it. Like, all right, that's the equivalent of.
That was just a little home little video.
You know,
It's just like you showing up. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, real quick, like,
The chick you talking to sent you a couple nasty pics. She like, this is what it is. You know, it's for you.
Yeah. Not for
I did not see this coming.
Hulu.
like,
I heard they're suing them. They're suing Hulu a lot of.
But what's bad is they were cracking jokes on the radio talking about, oh, Sister Smith in the church now. She worried about that coming out about, all that praise Jesus, but when you over on Freaknik. I'm just saying. No, because some people act holier than thou.
They are now.
No, they're not.
They are now. I have changed my life, give it to God. I'm a nun.
But see,
You know, tapping these cheeks.
if you wasn't giving none out, you could have remained a nun. Yeah, here now we know. You know?
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Over there,
Okay,
look at
my
that girl with the
life,
Daisy
God.
Duke song. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
Like, all that Tootsie Roll.
Hey, according to that documentary, they was getting down. Dog. I ain't watched it.
I ain't gonna.
I think the men should be. I don't know the statutes of the situation, but there was a lot of SA going on back in those videos too. Have y'all seen them? Where they snatching women out of cars and yeah,
really?
it's bad.
Oh,
Some of
I
them
ain't know it got that bad.
Yeah, like you
I thought it was
tapping
just
cheese, whatever. That's cute. But no, it was some bad stuff on there happening too.
Okay, yeah, that part I do not condone. I thought it was more of the booty meat before Soulja Boy came out.
I'm just saying.
It was a lot of that too.
That's
But
right.
I'm just
People
like,
their lives, man.
like
Why don't people want to accept that you was young and dumb at one point?
exactly.
I just
Well, no, because some people are, as they say, too heavenly minded. Oh no, I don't do those things. Oh no, I'm telling you all the things you doing is wrong, but I'm not going to admit I know they're wrong because I did them, and you definitely don't want to be about that life. But no, that's you are a sinner, and that's why a lot because that's why a lot of people don't be wanting to go to church at
Now,
time.
why you out here pointing out the big hat section, man?
Because you know as well as I do. Like, a lot of people be like, I grew up in church. And when I mean church, I'm like, church 6 days a week. I'm like, I know the scriptures. And the scriptures say, be not so heavenly minded that you're no earthly good. So the fact that you over here acting like, I ain't never did that. I ain't never clap no cheeks.
But
I know you.
Clapping cheeks really a sin, though. I need to find that passage. Well, it was just like some chapter 2, verse 3. Thou shalt not clap at these cheeks. I ain't never read that.
You never will.
You're not gonna find it in that verbiage.
But I just don't see that. I was like, live your life, baby. It's there.
Yeah, but they not like that. Like you said, they're holier than thou now.
Look, I'm just.
And they judging you. When they
They really judging.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people that could be led to Christianity, Christ, everything, but you too busy over here trying to tell them about how much of a hoe they are. But now Miss Patty in church. You worry about your sins being put out there now.
Hey.
You in the back of that Jeep because you remember this is our Kelly era.
Yeah.
You remind me of my Jeep.
He made it a reference on the show yet again.
First of all, we have to be honest. R. Kelly, you will always hear about him because he was that much of an influence to
music in general.
like period.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
You can't take it away. I know you like. Nah.
I know. I'm just.
Ain't nothing I can do
But-
about it.
I'm just saying.
I was on my Apple Music shuffle. I Believe I Can Fly came on, and I was like, I can't turn it off.
I gotta let this.
I
know what I'm
can't
saying?
turn it off. I could,
I mean, because
Space Jam.
Space Jam.
I graduated to it.
I just be like,
first,
at a certain point, I just tell people, hey,
first
this-
of all, R. Kelly did a song with Kurt Franklin called "A Friend," and then I'm like, I was listening to the song and I was like,
Do I turn
this is
off
R.
too?
Kelly.
Like, do I turn this off too?
I gotta-
Like,
This is a good song.
Yep.
Everybody was in this mug. This was like,
It is what it is.
but I guess so.
Back to the Freaknik, that's a moment, man.
Yeah.
It happened.
It's a moment.
And you know, it's some pictures I've seen where the lady had, she out there, no drawers on, 4 guys spreading the cheeks. So I'm like, that's somebody's mama now.
Mm-hmm.
Probably one of them 4 men, you know?
Yeah.
So he hurt, she hurt. Or she embarrassed.
My thing.
But she gonna be fine.
My thing is, I would hope you would let your children know where you made your mistakes, hoping they don't make mistakes instead of acting like you ain't made no mistakes. And
I wouldn't say it was a mistake. I was having fun.
Yeah.
If it was my choice to do it, then hey.
oh, mama
Be
got
safe.
tag teamed by these 4 dudes on the dance floor.
Hey, but a lot of time, man, people don't.
Wait, fucking or is dancing?
And it was a Freaknik. This is Uncle Luke. So yeah, they were on the dance floor screwing too.
Oh.
I just feel like Leo Lane.
Either one.
I'm not saying they gonna do
As long
it.
as she did it, it was her choice to do it. Then.
Literally, because they used to have them Freaknik videos. I did have one. Sorry, but
What you apologizing for?
I know. Because I'll be like, man, my mama always told me I was mannish, even as a little kid.
I mean,
Like,
it is what it is.
Like they had them little chairs. They have the dick sucking contest, or they yeah,
Freaknik went down.
yeah, Freaknik, it went down, and that's why I'm like, oh, you don't want mama over here trying to win the contest and everything. Now you worry about
I mean, it happened.
yeah, that's
You
what I'm
can't-
saying.
You can't erase history.
But it's crazy how many people will try to hide their stuff from their children in the next generation to make it seem like they're up here, but you over here trying to get on your child like, oh, I can't believe my child would do that. Kind of a chip off the old block, ain't it?
When it comes down to that, I just feel like, what do you want? Like, you gotta figure it out somehow.
I mean,
They said it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
You went and did what they said was fun, and now because we get to look into what you did, now you upset. I'm like, don't be upset.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you, but I don't want you to see it. Damn, I do not want you to see.
First of all, let's be honest. More than likely, you didn't tell them about it.
I can tell them the details. I didn't give them details like play.
You hit them with the very innocent.
No, not innocent.
Mommy had relations.
Mom was having fun. But I ain't gonna tell them I had my ass out and I was sucking dick on stage.
I'm just saying. It's a huge
It's gonna be a real
difference.
difficult conversation. So, Mama,
You
how
take the
many?
16-year-old down.
How many chairs was on stage, baby? Let's not worry about numbers.
The details.
Okay.
Listen, just know.
Or you could just say, hey, when I was young, Mama was wilding out. I did some stupid things.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Sorry.
There you go.
but
But now the video out, and now you see
what
exactly
And
what
then they be like,
stupid
Mama
things
did some
was.
real.
what
Mama
parents
real
really
wild.
gonna want to tarnish their image to their child like that?
First of all,
I'm not giving details.
you don't have to give details.
But they finna see them.
That's like
what-
old porn stars talking about, my children, your mama,
What
your
kid
child's
ain't
gonna
ask no
see your
questions,
vagina.
though?
It's no way
We was
around.
dancing and having fun. It was like a
Yeah,
big parade.
What
Black
kid
people.
ain't gonna ask no questions though? If you a kid like I was, I'm gonna ask you every detail
Or-
there is.
So,
No,
I don't want to know, Mama. I don't want to know.
I'm not.
I'm good.
I ask my daddy everything.
My dad different.
Okay, with my
But
dad, I
black
want to.
females are the ones that are upset though.
Yeah.
Men ain't really.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like if it.
Your daddy will tell you. Oh, I was on stage. Give me this.
Yeah, like I'm
That's what it is.
asking all the
Mama not saying she was the one
So,
sucking it.
I think I'm
That's
so
your
I'm
mama
saying
right
it like this right here.
That's why.
That's why I mentioned mama.
That's why I
here.
I'm chair 3.
Right
chair
after
3.
that, we got married.
Listen, she won. We won together.
She won.
Is it because if I'm the son and I'm asking my dad, I'm gonna ask all the questions, but if I'm the mama and I'm the daughter, I'm not gonna ask no questions.
Right.
My thing is, if you ask your daughter any questions, I mean, I
Do
would
you
hope.
even know like what questions to ask when you like 13, 14? You're like, Mom, was you sucking dick on stage? Like, do you
Kids
know?
now-
Okay, hold up.
The kids
But
now do.
which one would be worse? Hold up, and I'm gonna be honest. Which one?
Am I lying, B? The
Bro.
kids now do.
Real quick, honest
Right.
question. Which
I
one would
better
be
not.
worse?
The kids
which one would be worse? A, you telling your child, hey, mama was wilding out, you know, hey, you know, I'm a different person now. Or your child seeing a video of you getting the bottom knocked out of you by some dudes. Now, mama, did you ever...
It's still gonna be, like, it's still gonna be worse.
No, it's gonna be worse if my friends see it, and I ain't got... Look, first of all, we know how it is in school. You know how it is in high school, middle school. Your friend's gonna roast you. Oh, that's your mama?
First of all,
your mama?
I'm gonna be the type to be like, hey, bro, let me come on. Let me...
You know it's gonna cause a fight.
Things differently now.
What
your mama cooking for dinner?
Don't let your mama been over in the kitchen. We saw yesterday.
It's going to be an issue, and you know it's gonna be some fights.
Yeah, it's gonna be
some real fights. So
but
I would rather
my kid ahead of time or not. It's gonna be issues like that.
No, it's a bigger issue when I don't know, and then he got the ammo on me already. At least I can prepare.
On what type of child you got though, because if they ain't tough, they gonna get roasted, and they still gonna have a problem.
Yeah.
Because they gonna get into a fight regardless.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a big problem.
Yep. I don't know. For these women,
coming out.
Like, but at the same time,
protest.
I'm about to R. Kelly reference. Everybody was okay with R. Kelly being thrown out there and filleted like this on his documentary, and I'm okay with it too. I champion.
You passed the back of your day or what?
No, I'm just okay with it.
I'm okay too.
I'm fine with that. Now, women, we all accountability. His accountability landed him in jail. Your accountability might have your kids looking at you a little different. That's fine.
But now all your kids are adults though. Now,
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Only thing I can see coming from this is being like, remember that guy that I brought to the house and you said he was no good? Mm-hmm. Oh, so Tony Tim and who you thought that was good for you?
Mm-hmm. Did I bring him home, baby? I did not.
I'm just saying.
Come on now, baby.
I was a freak then. I nicked that part of my life. I nicked it right out.
I'm just saying.
I didn't bring no children home.
Yeah. Hey, I want to say that right there. I ain't got no kids. I ain't got no outside kids.
Just gotta go for what you know.
All right now.
All I'm gonna just leave it at this. The fact that I look at it is like, if you did it, hey, you gotta be held accountable for it. Own your stuff. That was like, man, he know. I messed around, left a flash drive at Kerr. Yeah. Worst decision ever. And because I call myself having a little production thing.
Ski production.
Yeah, ski production. So, yeah. And exposed way too much of stuff. Yeah, so I'm like, but I gotta own that. It's like, okay.
Shouldn't have put it on the flash drive.
Yeah, I shouldn't have put it on flash drive.
Put it on the
shouldn't have left it in the computer.
It's where it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
It's in the cloud.
It's in the cloud now.
Oh, this was long before the cloud.
Oh, yeah.
They had clouds at that point in time. This is 08.
Yeah, they ain't got clouds. They got cheeks, but they ain't got clouds. Cloudy cheeks. All right, cool. And now we jumping down to the finale. Just so you know, teacher in California has her students read Mark Twain book, and when the N-word comes up, she gets in front of the class, says it over 15 times, and tries to force other children to say it as well.
She's trying to take the power back for the word, and which is crazy because she was like, oh, it's a word in this book. You should not be offended by it, or it should not harm you. So she has a little black boy sitting there, and she's like, oh, say it. He's like, I don't want to say it. She's like, say it. And then she keeps saying the word over and over and over again. I'm like,
yeah, I've seen the video.
Oh, white teacher, hard R.
Yeah, it's unnerving to watch somebody try to force it.
Someone's doing that in this day and age. Like, you know how sensitive it is right now, and she wants to go live. She wants to be viral.
And my thing is, at a certain point, when do we just be like, all right, fam, let's stop having this whole conversation about the N-word and let's just eradicate it. If we've determined that it in its creation and its use was only, for the most part, to destroy and defame black people, slander the names of black people. And we saying that we want to change. Go up there to your little Webster's or your dictionaries and just take the word out. If she's saying, I'm taking the power back from the word. Hey, but the word, ma'am, that's not a word anymore. We just erect.
Are you taking it from all the books that it's written in, though?
Wherever it's been.
Honestly, yes. You can take it out. Put black.
Black.
You can put black.
A reprint that you gonna send if you a school that wants to read Mark Twain, we gonna do a reprint, and when the N word comes up, we literally put N word. Just type it right in the N word.
N dash word.
A word that no longer exists. And I'm just like, because it seems that we can switch up and change everything else. You can decide what is and what is not for everything else. You mean to tell me something as simple and insignificant as because the word shouldn't have power for you to take back in the first place. It should never have happened.
Yeah.
Well, the issue with that is going to be you have to stop us from using it.
No. I'm not saying
It doesn't exist.
Don't get me confused. I personally, I would love to eradicate the word all in all like all spaces. Like,
If you could,
from the music,
honestly,
from everything.
if they could click a button to delete that word out everyone's mind, history, and all that, I'd be cool with it.
I'd be cool with it. I don't have no. I'm not trying to defend us and be like, no, we need some. No, we
That's
don't
not
need
what
to
I'm
destroy
saying.
them.
All I'm saying is like if you were to go in and delete that word out of books and replace them in lyrics and all that, it would still be used in everyday language.
But at that point, when I send my kids to school, your objective is not to try to force your opinion about a time on them. You're to give them the facts and back away. Let their minds derive what they intend to derive from it. I shouldn't have this. And
were there any repercussions for the teacher?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
Look that up. I'm certain she had to be fired. Because the visuals on it, like, come on.
I think she was suspended. I don't think she
With
was
pay.
fired. I think she was suspended because this is California. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
Now, my thing is okay. Because I know you like, oh, would they still use it? Like, if you could go back to 2010, because the average 13-year-old was born in 2010, 2009. So, my thing is, if they never heard that word in any books, any music, how would they really know that word? There may be some people that, oh, well, I heard my mama use it.
It'll be localized.
Yeah. But it would not be, now it's like, oh, everybody's like, oh, I gotta say the word. I have to. It's a term of endearment. Oh, it's all this other stuff. I'm like, stop playing these games and just cut the whole word.
Because the people who are not black want to use it because they feel like you shouldn't be trying to tell me what to say. Right?
Yeah.
Really, because they want to be cool too.
Yeah.
We make everything cool.
And that's what it is.
Yeah.
So I made it cool. I put us in an exclusive class because now we can say it freely and that. But at the same time, be like, out of all the words that we can use to communicate to one another, why do we choose the one word that was negative? And I know Pac with his whole, we used to have the ropes around our neck, now we got chains around our neck. Like, I get it. The thought process at that point in time might have been what we needed to get to this point, but I feel like now we're here now. Whereas the people, we're capable to be like, hey, fam.
Look at it like this. I don't think Pac probably would be using a word like that in today's time if he was still alive.
True.
When he said that, he was in his early 20s. You know how dumb you are in your early 20s?
Yeah.
You done all the wild stuff. Trying to think you're smart. Trying to do all the smart stuff. Thinking you the smartest thing out here and nobody ever thought about it before you. Especially in like the 21 era. Oh, I just got able to drink and all that stuff freely.
Yeah.
Oh, I could do all this stuff. Say this. I'm thinking this way. So, yes. I think Tupac got into his 30s and all that kind of stuff. Nah. Hey, young people, we shouldn't be using that word. We gonna need that because there's so many people. If they will reach that certain.
Once you get old enough to be wise enough to know how stupid you actually are, like, I just gotta get there. That's why I mean, telling people, look, bro, you seeing this as a yeah.
Ooh.
Nothing worse than that. It's like, bro, out of all the stuff you could say or do, you remaining on that foolishness. Like when you see an old guy and he still refer to women as hoes, I be like, bro, we passed that. Like at this point, bro, you should be.
Really?
You should be beyond that, bro.
I promise, bro. If anybody ever walk past the age of 25, walk up to me and say, "What a hoe that?" I'm gonna just look at you and be like, "What the hell is wrong with you?"
Where is your parents, dog? Who
raised you?
Why you tripping, bro?
Man, at a certain age, you should be doing better. That's just like, I remember this one from young. A thin line between love and hate. And the owner of Chocolate City, he said something that stuck with me. And I'm like, I agree with it. And as I got older, I was like, makes a hell of a lot of sense. The older you get, the wiser choices your dick make. At a certain age, you should not be trying to do the same crap you were doing when you were in your early 20s. I need to be the most liked person. I need to be so popular. I need all the girls. Like, bruh, we in our 30s now. Ain't no.
You don't even want, like, if I could tell.
He wouldn't have got messed up the way he did. But then, he understood.
He understood. That's like the jewels to drop. It's just like, when you find something you like as a youth, you want it in abundance. When you get older, you be like, I don't want all of it. I just want the best part of it. That's it. I don't want to eat all the candy because that make my stomach hurt. I just want to enjoy that piece, and then I'm gonna go do something else. I'm good. But see, the problem with the youth is it's new. Children supposed to listen to their elders up to a certain point, and then it reverses back because eventually we all get old, right? And hopefully. Prayerfully. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my trajectory, I'll reach old age. You get to the old age, and then now you got to talk to your kids who are now where you were. Now you got all it 30s, 40s. Into your 50s, you the beacon of information. I got all the information. I can tell you a lot, bro.
Yeah, because now I am like the parent now.
Yeah, I got. But when it comes to your parents, you're the same way. Because your mama just bought this iPhone, baby. I don't know how to work this. Come here, mama.
Yeah, just hand me the phone.
Push this. Do this. Look. Do this, mama.
Yes.
You see that? Oh, that worked, baby. Okay. But your kid come up and do the same thing. Hey, how you get this? But once you impute all that knowledge into the kid, then you reach your parents' age, and now VR goggles ain't VR goggles no more. They just got some random hologram standing in front of you saying what you want to eat. Baby, why is this light talking to me like this? I would have knocked this light out. You better learn some respect.
No more phones. You're gonna be pushing the button.
Yeah, you just start. You're like, I'm trying to call the pizza man. You don't call the pizza man. Just say pizza. Baby, what?
One just fall out.
That's like that Black Mirror episode or whatever. Like for sure.
Right. So, but that's what I'm
saying. Head basically.
Yeah, it's just how it works. It's like
that's true.
Between the main people you need to listen to. Or the people who didn't become old fools between their 30s and 50s. Once you listen to them folk, and don't get me wrong, you still need to listen to older folk as you.
Yeah.
Because some of them still got sharp mind.
Yes.
But between 30 and 40, you want to talk to them.
I just wish that people would quit trying so hard to try to sound like they're right. If you don't know what you're talking about, shut up.
Just shut up.
Find somebody that may explain it better than you can. If you can, that's like, if I want to go to certain tech things, I suck at tech. So I'm going to go to somebody that knows something about technology. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, I'm going to explain it to my mama and mess her up on it. And then I do the same thing. Then my kids do the same thing. Instead of going to somebody that knows something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you got an educated black person to explain the issue with the word, then explain why the word is not needed. Like, it don't even have to be a black person. Tim Wise is a strong, smart, Jewish person that he was like, honestly, I just want people to understand the truth about all this stuff and not try to sugarcoat it.
Mm-hmm.
Jane Elliott, she was doing the same thing long before any of us were thought of. Just explaining to people about culture, the issues, things going on, and how unfair these things are. But yet you got someone over here calling you the N-word 15 times, saying, oh, you shouldn't trip about me calling you the N-word.
Oh, you should. It don't mean nothing.
It'll be all right.
Oh, it don't mean nothing. Take that.
At that point, but what people don't understand is, in a small way, I can understand what you're saying. No, I don't refer to myself, or I don't view myself as the N-word, so it shouldn't hurt me, right? That's true, but your intent, because it's a lot of kids in class, ma'am. White, black, Jewish, Indian, Puerto Rican. I'm sure it's a multitude of us in here. Why you walk over here to my table? Because you wanted me to give you that pass.
Yeah, the reports say that most of the kids are very uncomfortable by the interaction.
I'm sure.
And
What's
then,
the age of the kids?
They're middle school, so I think 6th grade.
Yeah, they read Mark Twain.
So they were very uncomfortable. And then from what the reports say, the school refused to comment, and the teacher refused to comment from it. So don't look like that happened to us.
Understood. We're going. I mean, either way, I hope she learned something, and
Hope you learned something too.
Yeah, if you go around a whole bunch of black people, understand that we don't refer to ourselves as the N-word. Like, I don't.
Honestly, it means ignorance. So
Yeah, I don't.
There are a lot of ignorant people that aren't black.
Yeah,
I don't view myself in that light. So you using the word and thinking like it's solely for the people who look like me is a problem. So if you view it that way, which I'm sure that teacher in some way deep down that she don't want to admit to felt like, because like I said, all the students she got the black boy sitting right here, and she's telling him to say it to justify the fact that she said it. Right?
I was just trying to educate him.
That word ain't got nothing to do with black people no more. It's the mind, the person. So at that point, the teacher technically would have been the N-word, because she was ignorant to the fact that she was doing something stupid. Outside of that, I'm just trying to help her. Like, this is education.
I mean, as Conscious Lee would say, education is elevation.
It's what it is.
I like
A
that.
1 meets a 0 and makes a 1.
There you go.
Goddamn. Anything else before I close this out?
No, they were good.
Cool, beans.
Great episode.
Like a show.
Glad you came back.
Always. What? You talking like I said this. This has been another episode of Something for the People. Thank you.